that's for sure. Stay up. Yeah, real left taking some warming. Must be on an anti-clockwise circuit, so. Wow. Wow, wow, wee, wow. King of the castle, king of the castle. Crazy. God, it's got some right pace. Car just felt really good. Wow, super, super, super good. Wow. Well, we made it to Blyton Park. If you don't know, this is a flat airfield kind of track in the north. It's a bit like a northern Bedford, but a bit smaller. But we're here to do the first test. I'm here today with a car you might recognise as we see it roll past. Yeah, remember that could have been one of our daily drivers. We're going to take that on track later. A little review video of a E36 323 Sport, yeah. That's mine. What's up? This guy just robbed his towing knife. You know, remember these two, if they don't come back, remember, gave them the towing eye out of the Beamer so they could go on track. What a nice man I am, I know. But yeah, I've not done anything to the car yet. Unfortunately, I forgot glass cleaner. I forgot glass cleaner, so yeah, I've just chucked some water and give the wipers a go. And we'll see how we get on. So the plan for today then is to just get a feel for the car. So we're going to do at least 2 sessions as it is on the McCloy setup, yeah? We'll do at least 2 sessions like that, and then maybe after lunch or maybe this morning we'll see how the weather holds up. It looks like it could be a nice day today. It's bloody cold though. I'm all wrapped up. I've got my winters on. Look, yeah, I'm pretty cold, like, you know. But it's a nice enough clear day. Apparently the track's good. So yeah, we'll try the 15s, the McCloy setup, and then I just want to test the 16s and the 17s to see how they feel. Obviously the different tyres and all that shit, but see if they rub, see how they feel and all that good stuff, yeah? So I'll get my camera set up and we'll go out for our first session in the EG. Let's go. Let's go steady though. Let's go steady. Let's not get carried away. Yeah, let's not get carried away. There's a lot of vehicles here today that we might be tangling with, right? We've only got 2 cameras, front cam and pedal cam, so no chasers allowed, right? No chasing. Well, Beamer did good, by the way, yeah. I'm pretty sure my diesel smell is like an injector leak or something. I've noticed it like huffing a bit on idle, but she did all right. Look how good the look how good all that filler dust looks this morning after a bit of rain, yeah. And some bastard grease on the bonnet too. Lovely stuff, absolutely lovely stuff. So remember, we're on brand new brakes, so we're not going too hard in the braking zone. I've not had a chance to bed them in obviously or anything like that. Right, so if you're unaware of the spec, we are a K24. We've got plated diff, short gears, posh-ish suspension, posh for China, stiff spring rates, Dixel brakes, standard calipers, brake pedal feels good. Remember, we're going to go steady on the brakes, we're not going to do any heavy braking. If we get some first impressions of the car, have a feel for it, etc. See how we get on. Need to get used to turning my head there to look behind. It's not a... I feel it's way further back obviously than the normal one would be there, but that's been removed. So they have a traffic light system at Blyton, which is kind of nice, kind of cool. Ooh. And we're off. try that again. We'll have to try test the launch at some point as well. It's a perfect chance, isn't it? But well, she's videoing, so it's a good time to do it now. Try and be a little bit careful. I'm fucking shitting myself going into here. King of the castle. Crazy. God, it's got some right pace. I mean, remember it's limited to 200 brake per ton, so my Integra at its peak were about 260 brake per ton, right? Fuck. So the K24 torque's helping a lot, but Jesus. Turns like fuck as well. Man. Super good. I went a bit harder than what I should have done really, but carried away. Car just felt really good. Wow, super good. Wow. 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 Very good. Right, first impressions then, wow. What a machine. Yeah, no, I was very happy with that. Very happy indeed. I can't think of, well, I mean, we only went real steady on the brakes and stuff, but obviously I got a good feel for the pedal and everything. I'm going to give them a chance to have a full cool down now. We're going to do a drive of the E36 instead. We'll let the tyres, the brakes, sorry, completely cool down. But yeah, fucking unreal. Like, it just... Yeah, no, I got such good vibes then. I don't know if it came across well on camera or not, but just real good vibes. So I'll have another session later with it as it is, and then we'll try some different tyres and stuff like that and see what we can get away with. But I've already got the 15-inch tyres to go for at least the first couple of rounds. I've already got the 15, so we're definitely going to be racing on 15s. I've also got some more of these Buddy Club wheels coming as well, so we'll have a spare set and everything like that. But yeah, to say it's on a square tyre setup, to say it's, you know, on stiff springs, it's on like 18 kilo springs, it's, yeah, that was amazing. Yeah, Chris and everyone who helped him build this car, like, yeah, absolutely quality. But yeah, we'll come back to that in a little bit, we'll go out again, but for now I'm going to switch to this. So if you've not seen that video yet, go and check it out. If you have, then yeah, don't. And maybe go and watch it again, why not? Alright, we're going back out in the Civic now for a second session. I'm not changing anything, but, well, I am changing something. I'm just going to put an extra 2 psi in the front left and the front right. And we're not going to go silly either, but, you know, the brakes and everything felt real good, but they were brand new, weren't they? So I don't want to take the piss, but I just want to go out and drive it a little bit. Yeah, let's go out and drive it. We'll just do a few laps and, you know, it's all about getting a feel for it. We're not going to try and make too many changes. I can't be asked getting dirty and working on the floor at Blyton. You know, if we can just do a few sessions today, test some wheels maybe, and yeah, that'll be good enough for me. Already feeling really good about the car, so yeah, let's get back out on it. This is the second session. Don't know if I can feel a knock or if it's just the diff, because I'm just tickling the throttle. But I feel I can feel something on the front, but it'll be fine. interesting. Alright?
Hey,
Yes.
hey. Okay,
What?
I'll call you back. Hey, I have seen you around this neighborhood too many times. This is ridiculous. Your car is insanely loud.
Apparently we're too loud. That doesn't make sense, does it? If it's a... You know, Chris has raced his car for years now and it's not been a problem, but... so I got black flagged on the last corner there. I should have really done a cool down lap, shouldn't I? But... these poor brand new brakes, don't just step backwards, lads. Yeah, they could really do with having a proper pit area here. I can smell my brakes, that weren't very nice on them, were it? I just heavy braking into the last corner, and it's my fault really. I shouldn't have dived into the pits, I should have done a lap. Yeah, he's enjoying that though. Obviously we're never going to race here, so it's not kind of important so much about learning lines and stuff like that. I'm just trying to learn how I can lean on the car really, more than anything. State of this road though. Yeah, the car's super easy to drive. Well, I mean, we don't know if we're driving fast yet or not, do we? But certainly the feedback that I'm getting straight away is just nice. Power steering on a K-swap, big win. Probably driving down here on hot tyres is not so wise either, but we'll turn around just down here. Yeah, apparently both those last two laps we tripped the noise meter, so yeah, we'll not worry about it too much. That was good, still good. Yeah, everyone's good. Everyone's good. Camera test today as well, of course. We do have a test day booked at Donington for MR2 and Civic before the race, so we'll not worry too much about the performance of today. Just need to get comfortable. Do I feel comfortable? Yeah, I feel fucking fantastic. Obviously the seat bodge is a bit less than ideal on the... If you didn't watch the video when we were spannering on the car, that could have gone a lot better, but it's in there now. It's pretty much as strong as what it would have been anyway, so you know, it don't matter too much, but yeah, good times. Right, I got black flagged then. Apparently I tripped the noise meter twice in succession, so yeah, we're just starting to get into a bit of a flow, but the car feels really good as it is, so I'm not going to keep pushing on these tyres anyway. I want to kind of save them, but I need to try and find some more rims. We've got some AO52s to go on. These are Dunlops. It feels really good like it is, right? So I'm not going to rush to change anything, but I'm going to get another set of wheels this week for the Advans, and I can keep these Duretzas, you know, in case we want to try it when we're at the racing or something. Right, I'm going to go and get some lunch now anyway. It's about lunchtime here. We'll try the car this afternoon on 17s just to give it another run, but yeah, I don't want to spend what's left of them tyres just in case I want to end up using them. I can't imagine I'll be unhappy with the Yokohama AO52s, but at the same time I'll just keep them there just in case. I think 'cause it just drives so good. I knew it'd be good, but I didn't think it'd be this good. Remember, I've changed nothing, and it's still got the ballast in it, which we could probably take out. You know, it's still got the ballast in there as well. But anyway, let's get some lunch. We'll look at some of the cars on the way down. Looks BBC Metro. Nice. We like that. There's always some weird stuff. I've been to Blyton a few times now. There's always some weird stuff. There always seems to be a silly Evo, and here we have once again a silly Evo. Yeah, once again. But there's always these as well, which are like they're not quite radicals, are they? They're like something close to a radical, like a homebrew kind of style. Oh wow, is that a 335 exhaust, is it? Yeah, I didn't realise the Evo was that mental, but twin exit, bro. That is a proper rally car, isn't it? Yeah. Well, the stance crew are here as well, hard parkers. Got to Blyton. Oh, now we're talking. Look at the state of this. And I thought he crashed on the sighting laps, but apparently it arrived like that. Ah, here we go, look. It's like an aerial atom kind of thing, but like made in a shed. What engine have we got? Duratex. No battered 106, nice. Alright, we're after lunch and I've changed the wheels, as you can see. So we're just doing some testing now to see how bad the scrubbing is, like at this ride height or just in general. So on the front now, remember this is a 17 by 8.5 wheel, offset's 37, and the tyre is a 215/45 Accelera 651. And then on the rear we've got a Volk SE37K, which is a 42 offset, but it's an 8-inch wide wheel with a 225 tyre. So we'll get an idea of what a 225 is like on the back for scrubbing. We're not going to have the most grips, and we're going to have to let off the throttle here and there anyway because of the noise that it's making. So we'll just let off on the back straight anyway, but we're going to test the tyres like this now, and then we're going to put the 16s on the front and run 16 front, 15 rear, and we'll see how that is. But for now, I best check the engine oil, because I've not done that yet. Honda, innit? I'll check the engine oil and then we'll get out there. So we're off out for his third session now, testing tyres, yeah? Testing the tyres. So we've got wider tyres on the rear, so we can't push the car for grip, but we kind of need to see how it feels with the gear ratios and everything as well with the taller tyres. See how badly the rear rubs, if at all. We've got those R888s on the back. They are not there at all. Front scrubbing as well. Thought it'd be louder, but the T36 I was driving this morning. Fast on that bit because of you know. be honest, but we'll put the 16s on the front now. Yeah, there was not a lot of grip at the start then, but surprising amount of grip towards the end. I mean, we weren't nowhere near as fast as what we were this morning on the Jerezas, and obviously we couldn't push down that straight because of the sound, but I mean, I think it went pretty well. Right, tyre test done. Didn't scrub as much as what I thought it would. If you look here, like I can't even get my finger in that. I don't know if you can quite see just how little room there is there. Look, there's nothing, and yeah, it's scrubbed it a little bit clean, and we could hear it now and again, but not too bad. Now the only issue is my tyres will be sticking out another 7mm of that, or we could potentially use those rotors which are ET40, but I'd rather not use those rotors, you know, but maybe we will just use the rotors, certainly for round 1 anyway. And on the front, I did hear it a couple of times, but I couldn't tell you where. You could definitely tell the gearing was longer. Shifted up into 6th down the back, and I definitely didn't need to, but not obvious which side it was. Was it this side? No, I don't think it was the outside at all. Very faint anyway. I was expecting a lot worse, and you know, blent on it as much as what I could, considering you know, we had 14-year-old tyres on the back. I didn't want to push it too much, but yeah, I think it was alright. So anyway, those 2014 tyres, so the 9-year-old tyres, so we're now going to put them on the front and put the 15s on the back, so we'll have a 225 front, 205 rear. It'll give us a bit of an idea of what it might be like, certainly fitment wise, for the new tyres, a bit more closer than what this is anyway. I do have a 5mm spacer, you know, and I didn't bring it because really we want to put these on with a 5mm spacer on the front to get a better idea, but never mind. Anyway, I'll get the wheels switched over now and then we'll find out. Look at this beautiful thing that's just turned up. Oh, I'm loving saloon cars at the minute. Loving it, loving it, loving it. So we're on to the final setup that we're going to be testing today, which is the 225 fronts on the 8-inch wheels and the 215 rears on the 7-inch wheels. So the offset's lower on the rear tyres. I should have really brought the spacer that I have for the front. I have a 5mm spacer. Should have really brought that because, I mean, you can tell just by looking that, yeah, there's going to be room in there for a 225 on the front on the lower offset. There's 7mm between the front and the rear tyre. There's 7mm between the front and the rear wheels, but the fronts are 8s and the rears are 7s, so it's not a fair test, but it does look like it's got the budget to take the 7s with a lower offset with the 225s. But yeah, we're going to be loads of grip on the rear here, and perhaps not so much on the front, but let's yeah, let's go and see how she does. Maybe see out the day. I think we'll maybe do 1 or 2 sessions with this, but yeah, I'm not feeling like I need to push the car any more than what I should. I mean, we've got that test day at Donington next Sunday. We'll be doing, you know, at least 2 30-minute sessions in this car, so that's when we'll really start pushing it. We'll have the data on with the Garmin and everything. Today is just about getting a feel for it and a bit of tyre scrub test, so let's go back out. This is the 4th session. We're testing the 225 front, 215 rear, 16s front, 15s rear. And it's warm now, so I've got my t-shirt on. So this should give us a better idea of gear ratios with the slightly taller 225/50 versus the 215/50. Still going to be short, but it will be slightly longer. Harnesses are fitting a lot better now without that jumper on. Hopefully the photographer's still out, because visually I think this is the best 16 front, 16x8 front, 15x7 rear. I think this is the nicest. I think there might be some fluid on track or something. I just shit my pants a little bit because I had a lock up of a brake and then a big kind of bit of understeer. We'll do another steady lap just to alright. We'll do another steady lap just to kind of cool the car down a little bit, but kind of felt like there was a, you know when something shits you up, like I locked the brake and then also had a big wisp of understeer, so maybe there's something on the track. I don't want to risk the car today. I'm having fun, but you know, I'm not here to risk the car, you know. Well, I don't know if you could hear me that well on the helmet mic, but I pitted then because we had a bit of a moment. I locked the front brakes into one of the corners and immediately kind of washed out on the exit as well, so I wasn't sure if the car, but obviously my first impression was there was some kind of fluid on the track, so I thought I'd just leave it. And then guess what I've seen just as I've pitted? Oh look, there's an E36 overheating and he's got a coolant leak. Yes, what's this dribbling? What's this dribbling on the floor underneath this E36? Alright.
Yeah. I think the valve burst or pipe or something.
Yeah, I felt like I locked up into one of the corners and then like washed out on the exit, and I thought either something's broken under my car or there's fluid on the track, so I thought I'd pit to be safe. Well, I'm kind of glad in a sense. Like bad news for you. Hopefully this video goes out after the will you buy my car video that we did earlier. Alright, so then we go, then my nerves are settled. Huh? It'll be, everything gets fixed. Yeah, no red flags and smashed up Porsches yet, so I think you're alright so far, yeah. So, yeah, that makes me feel, I mean the front tyres, I mean, do we need to tell you what old they are again? They did alright to say what they are. Hey, we did alright to say what they are, but yeah, a lot of scrubbing though. What was scrubbing? Was it inside lip maybe, or? We need to have a look really. Oh, it looks, surely it's not hitting the arch. I mean, I know the front's heavier than the rear, but the rear's got way less room. It's not that fender brace. No, I think it is the arch. That is interesting, because these are obviously 42s as well, and we're going to be putting 35s on them. That is definitely rubbing, and the AO52s, they sit wide as well. You know, we might be getting ourselves into some trouble here if we're not careful. See what the other side says. So this side's fine. Yeah, it's that front left. Interesting. And the rears, I don't understand how that's not catching. It must be catching a little bit, right? Yeah, I'll check the tyre pressures and stuff. Maybe have one more session and then we'll probably have an early finish, I think. I'm feeling like an early finish. You know, Aussie GP weekend this weekend, so I've been doing early starts in that, innit? You know, early starter. But yeah, I reckon we'll one more session. Alright, it's 3 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon. The sun is shining. Yeah? The track is open and there's about 4 cars on track. Let's count them. There's a Clio there, there's a Clio down the back. There's a Civic there and something else behind it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Civic and a Clio. So there's 2 Clios, 3 Clios on track. 3 Clios and a Civic on track. Look, peak Sunday, eh? I know it's not the best track, is it? I'm not really feeling the track, especially because I'm having to let off for the sound meter. You know, really disrupts the flow. Really disrupts the flow. It's not good having to let off. You know, it's probably like resets the lap and then hard to get going again. But I think we should do one more, just for shits and gigs, and then we'll do something that I've never done before, and that's leave the track before the track closes. I know, mental, right? But I've got some stuff I could do with getting some videos edited. The video that I made that you've already seen of working on this, I must have had like 7 hours of just raw content in it because I had the webcam on for that long and just was chatting gibberish, and yeah, I need to get a look at that. So I'll take an hour away from the track and go on there. But yeah, the car's obviously going really well. I haven't had to put any fluids in it other than Fuel, you know, we've not really lent on it that much, but I think we'll go out and have one more little session as it is, and then yeah, we'll get her home. Is that coolant leak fixed yet? Oh yeah. Oh, look at this left hooker. Oh, hello. Thanks, mate. Come down to do some hard parking, have you, at Blyton? Yeah, there's a stance meet down the middle if you want to go back and check it out, eh? This thing, nice. Right, go on then. Let's have one more session to finish it off. But then we'll start. We'll save ourselves. We'll save the car for Donington next week. Right, we're going out for the last session now. I'm just gonna chill out. I'm really more concerned about not hurting the car than what I am about having fun. I'm having fun, but I really don't want to put any unnecessary pressure on the car. So that's me done for today. We've done probably the least amount of miles on a track day that I have ever done, but the car feels good. I think there's maybe something on the front right that's not quite right, so I'll have a check over that. Obviously we'll have a good check over the car anyway now before the race. But yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with how it drives. It's good. Alright, without a doubt the least miles I've ever done on a track day, and the earliest I've ever gone home by far. It's what time is it? It's 3:20, so there's still an hour and 40 of golden track time in this lovely weather. Looks like the opening of The Simpsons there. Look, that's the blue skies and the light clouds. E36 is just rising again, but I don't want to take the piss. I want to just look after the car. I've not changed the oil yet either, for example, you know. Let's just yeah, we've had a good run, we've got used to it, we've got comfortable in it. Just about, I think so. There's a few things which I'm gonna look back on the footage and figure out. There's a few times where I was heeling and towing and I weren't quite hitting the pedal. So is that because the seat's too far back, or is it just because I'm not, you know, just simply not hitting the pedal? I'm used to the pedals being closer together than what they are. I don't know, I'll have a look at the footage and decide. But when I get the car loaded up for now, it's been a good day, hasn't it? Yeah? Good first test. Well, you couldn't write this, so we're being nice to the car, we're taking it home early. We've hardly done any miles in it. Just gone to start it, it was running on 2 cylinders at the most, and then cut itself out and billowed a load of smoke out of the air filter. I've got no idea what's just happened, but it drove in fine, drove up here fine. It's just been parked there for about 5 minutes while I got the trailer moved and the ramps out. I ain't got a clue what's just happened, but I'll get the camera out and see if there's it again, of course. Alright, I'm going to start it again and see what happens. Please don't blow up. Ready? That's very weird.
It's the amount of smoke that we're like
There was a lot of smoke come out of the air filter, weren't there? What? Shit like this always happens just as I turn the cameras off as well. Yeah, it's like nothing's ever happened now. That is super weird. Alright, that brings us to the end of the EG track test video. So we had a bit of a scary ending, to be honest. Wish I could have got that on camera. Basically the car just was running on like 2 cylinders at most, and then coughed and farted and then let a lot of smoke out of the air filter. Like, I've never seen anything like that before. It's really kind of scary really, but what do we do? You know, so I come in after doing a session, parked it up for like 5 minutes, and then yeah, went to go back out in it, and I don't know, sketchy. I'll ask Chris if he's ever done that before, but you know, it's got some funky things on with the throttle body. It's not got an idle air control valve and stuff like that, so maybe it was something like that, just having a wobbler, but yeah, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. So front right, perhaps something loose, something to check. Maybe like the top bolt or something, or we should really feel that when we do our MOT man checks, but didn't, but never mind. Pete's fixed his car just about, yeah, just about. I was having a good time, right. Anyway, so that's it from today. So, like I say, a bit of a scary ending. I'll let you know if I find anything out, but we'll have another little video before the race, or before testing. We've got some MR2 news to come as well. It's all go over the next few weeks, so thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you to all the Patreons supporting me on there. Yeah, it's going to be a manic couple of weeks, so let's get started. This is just a bit of bonus content for anyone who'll listen or who cares about the journey, the egg journey. It's nearly Easter. Get the egg hunt. Alright, I've been and got one of the buddy clubs fitted with one of my old 225 AO52s that I had on the MR2. Now remember, we've just come back from Blyton, right? And the front left of the 225s was rubbing. Yeah, the front left of the 225s was rubbing. And that was with ET42 8J. These are 7J ET35, right? So these sit out 7mm more, but that is an inch wider rim, which what's an inch? 25mm, 12.5 each side, right? So that will stick out 5mm more. Yeah, 5mm more. But they've got the same tyre size, right? But get this, I know a lot of buts, but you know, baby got back. Now everyone goes on about how AO52s are so wide and they fit so wide, and yes, it's on a 7, so it's not ideal, but I would say that, I mean, doesn't look like it from that angle, but from my eye it looked like the Toyo was a little bit wide. It's hard to tell where the Toyo stops and the Yoko starts, isn't it, on that? It's very similar anyway, compared to say a 225 AR1 Nankang versus a 225 AO52. There's a huge difference, but there's not as much of a difference on the R888s, at least on the old ones, the 9-year-old ones. So that is super interesting, because that means that we might get away with it. But I'm going to try the tyre on now. Let's have a look. So that is a 7-inch wide wheel with a 225 50 AO52. Are we going to make the most of the 225 with it being on a 7J rim? Probably not, but I would say looks like it's got a bit more room as expected than that, lad. Well, they've both got plenty of room, haven't they? But the rears, we're going to try it on the rear as well, because ideally, I think I'm a convert. I don't know what Chris has done, but I do know what he's done, but I'm surprised it works so well with a square tyre setup. So let's try it on the rear as well. So at the minute, we've got the 215 Derezas, and yeah, they're very close, and it's only going to be closer, innit? But we'll put them side by side on the floor so we can we can judge, right? Let's go back up in the air. Right, there's barely any difference in the 225. Let's see, it's only 10 mil overall, but the 7 not helping the 225 reach its full potential, definitely not. Interestingly, one of these feels lighter than the other one, but it is kind of low on tread, so maybe that's why. Whereas this one's still got quite a lot of tread, but yeah, the Yoko does feel lighter in the hand, yeah. Just gonna try it on the rear now and then we'll call time on this video. Just a bit of fact finding, because we need to decide what we're gonna do. Right, this 225 on the rear does look thick. It does look thick, I mean, there's not a lot of room there. You know, there wasn't a lot of room before, and she did alright, didn't she? I do have some 205 as well, some 205s, which we'll be taking. There's a day at Croft on Good Friday where we're going to be going with Darkside to do TT stuff, but I think I'll bring this with me in case I can slide it on and do some Yokohama testing. I think that's what we need to do, don't we? Do some Yoko testing, yeah? Anyway, I had to get the car loaded up, and then that's your interlude away. Not interlude, encore, like the Eminem album. Call the cops. I've just accidentally, see that there? That was me, that. Oh dear. Right, how many tyres can you get in a turning, right? 1 spare for the car, 6 across the bench and then 1 at the other side, that's 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and a spare wheel. There's your answer. Right, so I'll probably do a little video this week from either Donington or Croft. I'll see you there. I've got Donington Tuesday, Croft Friday, Donington Sunday, Donington Monday, Croft Friday testing, Croft Saturday racing, Croft Sunday racing. A lot of stuff happening, so I'll see you there.